DC here. Hi guys, good morning. Well, it's Sunday morning, kind of a Sunday morning dog vlog. I haven't made one of those for quite a while. It's quite early. You can still hear the birds. Sun's not quite up. The time is it's like 5 to 6. Okay, so a lot of you guys actually in the States and in Canada are still at your computers with YouTube or what. I got to admit, yesterday I went to bed pretty early. I was, as we say over here, knackered. Why? Well, a lot of things happened since Friday. Yeah. Friday evening, well, Mrs. DC was working like on a dual shift, so to say, and she came home probably just around 9, around that, I guess. And there was a really loud noise in the house, a buzzing noise, like if water was running non-stop. And my first thought was, well, son of DC was back for a weekend from the army, and he just got back, and I thought, oh, okay, he's running a non-stop bath or a shower or something, but it was like going on, so like I kind of went down and told him, like, cool it, man. And he said, well, I'm not doing anything. So I go downstairs in the basement, start checking around, and the buzzing was pretty loud in the basement, and then I went into like where the main water pipe comes in, put my hand on it, and it's vibrating. I'm like, and I said, well, wait a minute, something's wrong here. Checked the water meter, wasn't turning. So it's not like the water was not going through, so it's not like it wasn't something that was happening, from our side. So I thought, what's going on here? Tried to look, couldn't find anything, and left it like that for the moment. Next day, the sound was still there. I called one of the plumbers that we know if he could, come over and have a look as well with me, because I couldn't find anything. Well, make a story short, he couldn't find anything, so he said, listen, we both knew they were doing some works on a road further down. I said, well, is it something over there that's affecting maybe more than one house? So we called the city works. The guy came over, and then we found it. We went on the grounds, and there was water on the lawn. And he went into the street, closed the main line that brings the water to our home. Excuse me, and the grumbling stopped, of course. But he put it back on, as he said, he'll come Monday, but they're going to have to dig up the lawn and basically cap the water. If it had been oil, I'd be rich. Since it's water, I'm going to be poor, because that bit's going to be my own expense. So somebody's going to come and dig up, cap, and so on. I don't know what the whole costs are, but here in Switzerland, nothing's cheap. What I hope is that the insurance will take on a part, but I don't know exactly. I've got to call them Monday and see how they react to this. It's like, the problems due to the water, so there is some clause in the insurance about that, but I'm not quite certain how this is going to be perceived. Well, we'll see. So yeah, let's see. Old Dago is walking along. Yeah, so that's it. That took pretty much a lot of my time yesterday running around for that. And it does mean, though, that in practice we're going to have to fill, a few things like the baths and so on with water, because if we're a whole day, hopefully it's not only more than a day, without any water in the house. Have you ever thought about it? When you go without electricity, you can put candles, you can take a bath. Well, trying to have a cold bath, let's say, if you can't have hot water. But you can do a lot of things. But if you're without water, you can't wash. I was going to say for a lot, maybe that's not such a big problem. Maybe not washing, but I mean, you can go a day without washing, I suppose. But you can't wash your clothes. You can't wash your dishes. You can't take you got to have bottled water or something. You can't have even going to the bathroom. I mean, you got to have a reserve of water if you. I mean, I don't have a dry toilet and so on. So there's all these things that you just can't do. It makes you realize, doesn't it? I mean, we've become dependent, and even when you go into the campgrounds, the public campgrounds, you're organized with, with toilets and water and so on. So take away the water, and then I really made me realize, like when we talk about refugee camps sometimes, and talking about the problem of water. It's come home. Wow, what is it when you don't have that water? Okay. Well, let's finish on a lighter note. We'll see who of you guys have made it this far. So there's a guy who's had a mistress. It's a joke, eh? There's a guy who's had a mistress, for a few years, an Italian lady. And she comes to him and says, You know what, I'm pregnant. So he's like kind of shocked, and he says, oh geez. Well, he says, listen, I thought about it, and if you're ready, we can do this. I don't want to destroy my marriage and my good relation and good standing, social standing. So if you're ready to go to Italy, give birth there, and then raise a child, I'll send you all the money you need. So she says, well, how am I going to tell you? I say, we'll do it quite simple. You send me a postcard from Italy, and when the baby's born, you just write the word spaghetti on it. Okay, so about 9 months later, he comes home and his wife says, darling, there's a card here, a postcard, but I can't quite figure it out. And he says, oh, well, let me look at it and I'll explain to you later. So he glances at the card, and basically he faints. And his wife picks up the card, and she doesn't quite understand again, because it was written spaghetti, 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 spaghetti. Well, 5 times spaghetti. 3 with meatballs, 2 without. Please send sauce. Now, if you've made it this far, write spaghetti in the comment bar. Okay, that'll be all. DC signing off. Hey, that's Mrs. DC going to work. Yeah, Mrs. DC's just gone to work. She's off. She's doing an early shift today. Yeah, so that is it for now. And here we have Dago once again. Everything is coming up. So, DC signing off. Another long vlog. Take care, and other ideas coming up. Have fun. Bye-bye.